Hello everyone, welcome to another. You know what? Actually, what am I doing? Why am I starting a live stream in this configuration? There it is. Hello everyone and welcome into yet another live stream. And today, the laser printed. I have this right here, and I have this right here. It's printed. Hi there, Inadequate Dark. Hi the Bayonet. Hi, welcome. Hi the Skid MC. Hi, Ali. Oh, hi. Always glad to see you here. Hi, Lycan. Hi. Anyhow. Hi there, everyone. How are you doing? I'm gonna just set some water to be boiling and get some coffee going. That's because today we are, in fact, assembling, well, hopefully assembling the laser. It might be that we won't be able to assemble it because the design is flawed, but you know, that's just part of the charm, isn't it? How are you doing? How am I doing? I'm doing fine-ish. I'm doing fine enough. As I mentioned yesterday, I'm kind of rescheduling my sleep at the moment because tomorrow I need to be awake around, well, awake and ready around noon, which means that today, you know, I need to kind of reschedule, reset everything. So, this is what we printed yesterday, by the way. Let me start recording as well. And I hope that this all works just fine. I hope I will be able to play some music without YouTube. What are you up to tomorrow? I've got a meeting with a psychologist. And it's tomorrow is gonna be. I'm not really looking forward to it because on one hand, on the other hand, I also need to schedule a meeting with a psychiatrist, which is upsetting because I only have scheduled it for, well, either the same day, or Tuesday, or morning Wednesday, which is not a lot of. It's a headache. Because I legally kind of need to do it, but I don't know how I'll be able to. I was playing jazz in the background, working on Algebra 1 homework, but now I'll watch this instead. No, if you were working on homework, go work on homework. Do both. My streams, I've heard that my streams are great to play in the background. I have heard that from multiple people. I make for absolutely outstanding background noise. Is that tea? Not quite. It is make it only coffee from a powder. So this, by the way, will be printed yesterday. This is the button part that will be at the back, and this is the front part that will be. You mind shutting up, mate? I don't know if you can hear it in the background. And this will be the front part, from which we need to detach the spots. And there we go. There we have it. The cat is so clumsy, by the way. It's one of the clumsiest cats I've ever seen. Just make it. Where's the fireplate? HJ. What does HJ mean? Is it like just J, as in joking? Because if you want, I can bring out the fireplate. It's right next to me. Now, the basic idea should be simple. We slot it on, click it in, and it's holding. Beautiful, I think, at least. Half joking. Oh, I see. Yeah, but basically we do have like a clicking in system where it clicks in and it stays. Now, another thing we can test is you can test how the button and how the laser both hold in this. Can this fit through the hole, by the way? No, it can't. Okay. So basically, this is where it will get a bit annoying because this is what I mentioned last stream. It's going to be a bit difficult to assemble. That's because we need to assemble. This is the hex nut that will need to go onto our button, which is on the inside of the thing, which is why. Okay, hear the talkative feline. That's good. Then you can understand my motivations for this laser and why it's needed. I can't take this much no more. Okay, so the hex is inside. The only problem is that I need to somehow screw it on. So we need something to hold the hex in place, and then all right, Doctor Make It ready for surgery. Let me just play some music real quick. Can you hear any music, anyone? Can you hear any music? Because if the answer is no, then that's good. I don't want to get copyright stricken. I'm trying out a new thing, something to make this... That's the negative chief. Okay, that's good. I'm trying, because I really like working on practical things with music playing, but at the same time I can't play it on streams, or I'll get, you know, taken off YouTube. So I'm sorry for the awkwardness of it all, but... Alright, here's the idea. Here's my surgery kit for robots. I have a separate surgery kit for humans. I really like this thing. I bought it really cheap, and this is great. All the different connections aren't all that necessary, but this part, for example, this will be really convenient. That's because we can use it to hold the hex in place. Then we can screw the button on. That works. Haha! It's in. Beautiful. The pickle there obviously being that we will need to unscrew it again if we want to do absolutely anything with it, because I mean, you know, we'll still need to solder it, no? But that's good. That's a good start. We've got the I love surgery videos. Unfortunately, that also is something that would get me banned off YouTube, so can't do that as well. We have some more space for batteries, which is good. So we can just chuck them in. I would even argue we might have a bit too much space for batteries, which could be a bit of a problem. Or it could be a phenomenal opportunity. I have an idea. Oh my goodness, have I got an idea. No, there's a lot of educational surgery videos on YouTube, I love it. Yeah, but I mean, there's a difference between, you know, a surgery video by a surgeon and make it doing surgery in a live stream. We've already run into the ethical problems of what can and can I not put on YouTube last live stream, when we were discussing, well, mainly amphetamine, because, like, it's technically doable. Here's my idea. This cable from the laser is long enough so that you can actually drop the cable in, and it still sticks out. Which means what we could do is we could actually pop the laser in, screw it on the other side, leave the wire sticking out, create a separate casing just for the batteries, and then the casing would go onto the inside of the laser. So we put the batteries in the casing, we take out the casing, we solder it to all the appropriate parts of the button and the wires, and then we squish the wire into the laser, put the casing on the inside, and just close it all up, and then it should be a fully functioning laser. That's the hope, at least. But in order to do it, what we need to do first is obviously the battery casing. So let's get on that. There we go. So, there's going to be battery holder. Okay, we don't want it to be perfect size of the hexagon, because then it's going to be quite annoying to fit in. As such, I could just check in my own files when I made the hexagon, but this will be a bit quicker. 20, alright. So 20 is the size of the outer hexagon. Megan, I want you to know there's a crab in my game. Educational knee surgeries tomorrow. Yeah. If America... Oh no, not American politics. No. Like, listen, this is the one place that we go to get distracted and not think about deeper things in life. So I shall defend it with my life. Top plane. There we go. 20 is the maximum size of the hexagon, so we're gonna make it actually a little bit smaller, just for the sake of it fitting in better. 19 should be just fine. So we're gonna have a 19 hexagon that we're just gonna drop in. We do also need the wire to get out, so maybe like in 18 even, maybe 17? 70, right. Now, what are the batteries? The size of the battery is 14. We can make 15 for the sake of it being a bit easier, but... By the way, did you see that picture of the Goblin Outlaw I posted? I don't think I have. But I am curious now. Where have you posted it? Oh, the yesterday in the art channel. Oh, that does look lovely. I'm also always jealous of people who can draw paint. Have you seen what Ali did as well? My goodness. Well, jealous isn't the right word. Impressed. Impressed is the right word, though. I'm really impressed. Right, here's the idea. What we need is the hexagon we can drop in. We want the hexagon to have a hole on one side into which we put the conductive material that will solder. This is tricky. Or maybe I'm just an idiot. The problem with measuring a battery, by the way, this is very annoying. I can't really measure the battery, the size of the battery, because the caliper is conductive, which means if I just hold it to both sides, it's short circuits. It's annoying. I can just check the AA standard, to be fair. That should be, I think, a standard. I hope. Let me look it up. But yeah, the rough idea will be, we're going to have the floor, which will extrude 2 millimeters, I suppose. Then we will have on top of it the midpoint, which will be the same exact hexagon. The only difference being that on the inside it will be able to fit a battery, which is a 15 if I remember correctly. Go. So then we extrude it by whatever the length of 2 batteries would be. Oh, I can just put them like this. I'm a genius. I can just put them like this and measure 2 at once. Well, I would need to hold them perfectly straight, which is something I struggle with. Exactly 10 centimeters. It is spot on 10 centimeters. Technically 10 and a half, but I don't know how much I would trust my own measurement. That looks like 10. Okay. Make it as Tony Stark if he was poor. Skit, you have no idea how nice is what you just said. That compliment fits well. The and the femboy. Okay, that kind of ruins it. But but the Tony Stark if he was poor part, that hits. That's exactly what I needed to hear. You kind of ruined it right away, but you know it's the thought that counts. Okay, and then at the top we do another cover. On both sides, we will need to attach something conductive, which ideally would be some kind of... Well, we only need something that will come in contact with a battery, don't we? And we just effectively need to just attach it. You could make like an attachment. We need to attach it. Let's make an attachment. Make it, you genius! Alright. Let's make the top. There we go. So this will be our battery casing. Now the battery casing is nice because we don't actually need to. We don't actually need to. There we go. We don't actually need it to be closed off, which means they will make it much easier to print. You will just see. And so this is where we'll plop in our batteries. Then on the two sides, on one side, we would actually probably like to make like a little bit extra space for because both of these batteries together are exactly 10. Do you mind telling me what you're doing? I haven't been able to catch a stream in a while. I would love to tell you what I'm doing. I have a cat, and it's annoying me greatly. So what I'm making is I'm just making like a little handy laser pointer like this. I'm making out of a laser mortar. This looks like a button of distraction, honestly. Hold on, because the solid book is in the way. This looks like something that a James Bond villain would press. We might actually repurpose this in the future, just into a bigger. This is great. Oh, this is amazing. But yeah, it's going to just be a laser pointer to distract the cat. Handheld. It's really easy. It's really simple, but it's just something to get me into the groove for the rest of the things I'm making for a video. That's because I have some other things to make, which will be a bit. It looks like a detonation of an action movie. Yeah, exactly. It looks like something that a Bond villain would hold. I love that. Just bonus points for the style, I suppose. Okay, so we can make the case ever so slightly smaller to then fit this in on. No, actually, we won't. Yes, we won't. Instead, we'll make a hole that will be 3 millimeters in radius. Not E, only 3. There we go. And this is actually, I think, it. Basically, what we'll need to do then is at the top and at the bottom, we would need to add. At the top and at the bottom, we would need to add some conductive material that would just connect to the battery. Yeah. I wonder what could. Do I have anything like that I could use? I mean, I could make it out of wires, I suppose. Solid core. I do have a bunch of solid core wires, so we could just strip them from the jackets. We could wind them up in a coil and then put that coil sticking out. But how are we going to attach it to the plastic? Well, we could attach it. Oh, I am so glad you asked, actually. Genius idea. Recently, I bought myself some tools, and one of the tools I bought is a heat gun. So we could actually use a heat gun to melt the plastic into the metal. Or we could just use glue or something. I mean, I don't have glue, so I guess. Or we could all set it on fire. I imagine. Would certainly melt the. Yeah, alright. That's a good idea. Okay then. I don't know if I like it being like picture perfect height. That feels a bit risky. So we might do 1 and 2. Just for the sake of getting ourselves some more breathing room. Alright. Heat guns are more exciting than glue. Yes, but liquid ethanol, well, obviously liquid, but ethanol set on fire is more exciting than a heat gun. So, I guess we're going back to Jesse. That's because we just export this. As a battery holder. Make it, do you have a strong acid and a strong base on you? I have a magic trick to show you. I have 85% concentrated formic acid and I have a sulfuric acid, but it's quite impure and I don't know its concentration. If I dig up some more, maybe I could find an extra acid. Also for the base, I do have pure sodium, potassium hydroxide, I think actually. I think potassium hydroxide. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to print it. Can I print it without sports? That's the question. Because if I could, then that would be pretty sweet. Oh my goodness, this is incredible. Printing time, 22 minutes. Last live stream, these two suckers, they took 3 hours. That's what happens when you don't need to print with supports, when you're printing a little model on the side. Perfect. Going up takes longer than going sideways on the 3D printer. Alright. Bed leveling, obviously. I hope my cat won't screw the printer like last stream. Okay. In the meantime, what we'll need to do is we'll need to prepare the coils. Also, another thing we could do is Yep. Thank you, Jess. Another thing is we can open up the full model I've made. And then we can re-examine the mates to make them just click in a little bit nicer. So, first of all, change transparency on both these parts so we can see the inside. Then, add the battery holder. Alright. I was kind of hoping it would go the other way, but oh well. Damn it, not what I meant. I meant the cylinder of this. Perfect. Great, now we've got a mate dealing with the hexagon, although the hexagon you can still rotate, which is not something we want. Instead, we would like the hexagon to whatever happened over here? Jeez, this is a mess. I'm so... Piss cakes. Not parallel. Oh, I hate this. How powerful would this laser be? I'm not making. That's the pickle. That's something that I'm struggling how to get across. I'm not making a laser. I am more like making a wrapper for a laser. That's because this is meant to be the warm-up. I mean, my goodness, I started on it yesterday and today I'm already almost finished. Obviously, it's supposed to be a warm-up. So this, I'm not making a laser. Laser module is just something I bought a while back ago. Because I misunderstood. No, it's fine. It is on me. Because I just don't... I don't know how to put it better. I don't, like, know how to I don't know how to describe it better. Here's the idea. I will be making a video, okay, which will be start of a new series. The series will be something like Make It Workshop or whatever. And the point is, every single video I want to make 4 different practical things that are useful. And this will be the first video, where the first warm-up will be the laser. Then second, I will make a box that will be reference to Iron Man. You'll see what I mean soon. I mean, it's not that difficult to see, it's just I want to make... In the first Iron Man, there was like a box with the old Tony Stark arc reactor that said, prove that Tony Stark has a heart. And I want to make a similar box with this on the inside, which is like one of the first pieces of electronics I've made. And a box that just says, prove that Make It has a brain. Because I think it's just neat. Then the third thing will turn this Raspberry Pi Zero 2W, I think it's Raspberry Pi Zero 2W, into a wireless access point which can function as like a main hub for controlling a bunch of different things. And then the fourth thing will be just sulfuric acid, because, you know, why not? Now that I'm thinking about this, actually maybe... Hold on, let me just suppress this for a second and suppress this for a second. And then let's mate them properly. This and like this. Perfection. Then this bottom face to this top face. And then this dot. So let's do like a 10. I just realized I cannot really make that based on distance because, oh no, did I break some mates? Unsuppress. There we go. Yeah, that's what happens when you suppress without thinking. So the distance mate that we've done at the bottom just won't work. Oh, would you look at that? It actually perfectly. But yeah, this is the rough idea. This is the laser. And then once we look on the inside, we just get the battery casing, which, let's align it properly. My goodness, I'm not a monster. We have the battery casing, and then this is basically a rough idea of what it will look like. We will solder... this doesn't really leave us much space for the wire at the bottom, which might mean we need to either shorten the wire or we'll need to like wrap it around on itself, like this. Any of you have a fusion chamber and a compression chamber? You should make one thing that in theory seems useful but is actually pointless, like an extending grabby arm to grab your remote. No, all of the things I'll be making throughout the series will be actually useful. In this video, for example, the wireless access point will be probably the most useful. Sulfuric acid will be second, simply because you can use sulfuric acid for... Well, there isn't a single reaction of chemistry that wouldn't be quicker if you use sulfuric acid. Then the laser is kind of useless, but I have a point with it, so you know. I'm thinking, how difficult is it to screw this laser on top? Because it might be rather challenging. It might be really challenging. I need to like dangle it perfectly and then catch it with the string. Oh, you're joshing me. Scratch that. Really challenging is not doing it justice. This is... Basically, I need to screw on this part onto this part with a spring in between them, whilst this one is dangling down throughout the entire thing. Yeah, no, that seems doable. What am I complaining about? Okay. Let's just pop the string in. Oh, the string is too small. Of course, this is too small. What happens if I screw it on without the spring? This spring feels unrelated. Yeah, it seems to be working just fine without the spring. Would you mind if I think a spring is just for convenience's sake. Alright. I'm removing the spring then, because... Yeah. I'm not doing it with the spring. That's already difficult as is. This is tedious. Hop on in. May be tedious, but I'll make it. When in doubt, pull out these surgery kits for robots. That always helps. Always makes things easier. Alright. Oh. And it could be like a segment at the end, something like an information. Don't worry, there will be a joke segment at the end. Don't worry, it'll still be entertaining. I think I've done it. The only problem is I can't hold it. Hey! Hey! Move away from Jesse! Move away from Jesse! Move... I'm talking to you! Move away from... Alright, whatever. The point is, the laser seems to be roughly holding. Now I say roughly because, well, it is roughly. But yeah, it seems to be roughly holding. I could have made like a little hole right here. I could still do it. I could still make like a little hole on the side. Just for aligning the laser, I suppose. Why did I want it to be solid? It just hit me. It could have just as easily been like just the structure beams. But I mean, it is holding up, which is good, I would say. Funny if you spend a significant portion of the video for something that's a joke. I mean, if I'm gonna spend a lot of time on a joke for a video, it's gonna be a visual joke more than a practical one. Simply because practical things just cost a bunch of money to make. Whilst the visual jokes only cost my time, and come on, what is my time over? Hey! Hold on, I need to put them in. Get back. No, no. Leave it. Look at him. You know what you've done? Well, you haven't done anything yet, but you almost screwed up the entire print if I didn't get there in time. He's been hitting Jesse. He's been hitting Jesse. Move away. We're gonna do a cat cam again, I swear, because this is ridiculous. I still have this, I can check it out. Very good cat. Not a good cat! Well, I mean, not a bad cat either, but like a cat. Time is money. The only difference is you're running out of one and not making the other. That's a great... Piss off! Mate! Piss out of there! Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I have an idea. We're gonna do the same thing as we did yesterday. We're doing it again. We're doing a sequel. We're back by popular demand. We're doing a sequel. We're back by popular demand. Come on, everybody, strike up the band. We're logging on at Pi AM to see what's up. We're playing Five Nights with a Cat again. 5 prints of a cat. No, right as I turned the camera around, it just went to look out the window. That's cool. It got hyper-focused on another thing. That's neat. Time is money. The only difference is you're running out of one and not making the other. That is such a... That's not a fun line. Anyway. Hey. That's ridiculous. Where's the... It's a bullet quote though. It's not... Yeah, I mean, it is a really good quote, I do have to say. It's not exactly striking me with hope. Always works. Hey, make it. Is your mental health okay? I'm not asking for an reason, just curious. Oh, come on. Do I seem like I'm having any problems? Oh, I'm doing just great. Thank you so much for asking. I have so much 3D printed shit I can throw over there. That print is gonna finish. Jessie is really fighting for their life. Yeah, okay, move away. Relatable content. What time is it for you right now? It is 4 in the morning. It's pretty early. Or late, depending how you look at it. I suppose we should have been working on the coil. We can repurpose the spring into a coil. Okay, yeah, I think the cat's lost interest, which is good. That's good. Hi, the Tefta. Hi, welcome. How you doing? Hi, the Tefta. Oh, it's moving in for the kill again. Hold on, I'm getting ready. I'm getting my gears ready. It's really dark in my office because it's 4 in the morning. And the cat is pitch black. I can't tell. Oh no, never mind, just laying on the couch. Okay, good. How much do we have left on the print? We have exactly 10 minutes. 10 minutes left. How many babies do you think it would have to pile up in a cone to reach the moon? In a cone? Oh, if I had a nickel for every single time I've been asked that question, Rib? Well, we're super busy but trying to relax. Oh, you've turned into the... You've joined in at the perfect time, Tefta. How are you? I'm doing fine-ish. I am. I'm doing fine. I'm working on practical stuff at the moment, which is fun. It's a fun thing to do on streams. Nothing interesting yet, but kind of getting into the groove, you know? Basically just... Actually, why am I talking about that? I can just show you. Basically just this. This is a laser pointer. These are 2 batteries. This is a button. This is a part I've already printed. This is a part I've already printed. And this part on the inside is what I'm printing currently. The camera view is cool. It's actually, believe it or not, a cat cam. Because I have Jesse's on the floor. And my cat keeps eyeing him up. So I need to protect my print. I hope the 3mm hole will be enough. It should be. I do believe it should be. I'm just still thinking what I should stick in there. Right. 8 more minutes. 8 more minutes. And money, I will give it to you because I'm very tired and I like your videos. Well, I'm glad you like my videos, but why is you being tired a part of it? Buy a hair tie. What's a hair tie? I'm sorry, what? Hair tie. I've never heard that before. Oh, it's a... Okay, no, never mind. It's a hair tie. Okay, no, I know what it is, obviously. I thought it was like a cat toy of sorts, but... A hair tie? I mean, it has a ball somewhere around my office. There is a... Nice coverage of fabric and they love that. I mean, I have a bunch of 3D printed garbage and it's been enjoying that as well. It's bright and it rattles around when you move it, so... Right, 6 more minutes. This floor is beautiful. Thank you. It's not exactly mine, it's my landlord's, but technically my apartment. Close enough. Thrilling content. Congrats to your mom. On what? Whose mom? I cannot, like, keep track of the yo mama jokes people make nowadays. They used to be simple. Now it's just all gone confusing. What's coming out the door next to the printer? I mean, there is a demon, Hell Angel, so that's close. This is the weirdest up to human jokes I've ever had. Now the demon is coming. Hold on. It's eyeing up. 3 minutes. This is, I mean, this is why I don't need to play video games, honestly. I'm just defending. What is the difference between jam and jelly? Depends on which part of Britain you come from. That's the difference. What's your most random question you had? I don't have random questions. I have structured questions with proper reasoning behind them. Hi, Overdog. What's going on? I'm protecting my printer from a demon. That's it. That's all that's happening. Not much. What's happening with you? Like those eyes are seeing through me. The cat looks at the camera. Yeah. All seeing. Okay, I think it's time that we turn this around, like so. It's almost finished. It was over, dog. So dumb. Okay, now I need to completely reset up everything. I kind of like this angle, but it's really far down. Hold on, I need to completely reset up my camera because it's all over the place. Did I already mention how much my tripod just sucks? It's not a great tripod. Well, it was a great tripod, but I've been just using it for a while and it's struggling. Why do you have two RGB lamp pilots? These ones. I am actually glad you asked because there is a reason for it. The reason is somewhere other this. Right here, I have an RGB lamp. Alright, cheers, Jesse. Right here I have an RGB lamp, and one of the projects I want to do on a future stream is I want to take... Actually, no, this isn't the lamp pilot, but this one is. I want to actually tear it apart and try to like reverse engineer the lamp a bit. Simply to make like controls for the lamp. Nothing too exciting. I'm not gonna change anything about the lamp, I just want to figure out how to change controls of my own system without using a pilot. Okay, Jesse finished printing, you know what that means. Oh, I just realized how thin the walls are, but oh well, this happens. There we go. This is our batteries thing, which we can now pop on the inside. And beautiful. It should be able to hold 2 batteries. And it holds 2 batteries easily. The problem might be that it might be holding 2 batteries too easily. They have a little bit of wiggle room, which is kind of worrying, but it's fine. Because now what we need to do is we need to attach to both sides something metallic that can capture the batteries, the charge of the batteries. Right. Well done, well done, well done. My original idea was the solid core wire, correct? Copper tape. I don't have copper tape. My original idea was coiled up copper wire, which I think is what we might stick with. Because right here, for example, right this, right? That's pretty long. Might be actually too long, we might not need that. Right here, if we remove the jacket from this... Actually, that got me thinking, I do have the solid core wire in my drawer right here. I don't have spools of this stuff. So we can just like snip off a bit. I finally bought a new tool for this because my last one was oxidized back from when I was making sulfuric acid. And then remove the jacket, and then we can just coil it up a bit and have it function as oh, this is orders of magnitude easier. Who would have thought that having a proper tool would make the job easier? That's just crazy. Look at that. Rip off. Rip off. Oh, it's going to snap in half, isn't it? I can feel it already. Yeah, I can feel it. If you had to redesign your logo from scratch, what would you base it off? My mask, again. That's my mask goes a bit beyond my logo, you know? Okay, yeah, you can't see it, but I did nip the wire a bit. Should be fine-ish though. Basically, my plan is we're gonna thread it through here, and then we're going to make like a spring coil at the end. And then, hopefully... Make it, you have to redesign your logo from scratch. I told you, my mask. That's what I would design it based on. Yep, the tip snapped off. So we'll have this at one end. We'll remove the long jackets. Aluminum foil on the other end. You would think I would have aluminum foil, wouldn't you? Like, it feels like something I should have. I have zinc powder, if I have aluminum powder as well. I could use aluminum powder, I suppose. I have like a kilogram of this stuff. It's truly a lot. But I do not have aluminum foil. Okay. We're gonna isolate bye. Bye, farm main, bye, have a good one. Okay. Let's say hypothetically that we put in two batteries like this. I said, let's say hypothetically that we put in two batteries like this. Not terrible so far. Could be worse. So it's not terrible. Mainly because we can just fix it up a bit. There we go. Now what we could do is we could actually solder the top. We can solder the top a bit, just a tad, to join it all together and create a bit more of a surface. Just in case, hypothetically, if this didn't work all according to plan, then, you know, we just had we just have a bit more of a surface. Hopefully, at least. Don't worry, not all of these fumes are lead. Some of them are also plastic. Okay, I mean, it worked beautifully, but man, the plastic fumes. Okay, this is good so far. Basic idea is that once we have two batteries in, they will both push like so, because they won't have all that much space. Which, so far it appears to be working. They don't have much space. Yeah, there's very little space on the other side. Might actually be not enough space, you know? Might actually be not enough. Damn it, okay. This could actually work just fine. If we remove a bit more of a jacket. I think I already snapped it. Yeah, I already snapped it. That's good. Right, this one. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. There we go. Absolute beauty. I can remove the entire thing actually. There we go. Just wire. Perfect. This is really tricky. May not seem like it, but it is. Anyway, my cat still sulks. I haven't been there yet. And hasn't installed any. Okay, this is gonna be a tad more difficult of a solder, so I would like you to hold it upright in the air. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Now fingers crossed. Fingers just straight up crossed on this. We're going to plug in the red into the red. Black into the black. Plug both of these on their own side. Well, no, we're not actually gonna plug in the left one yet. We're going to try to fit in two batteries. So. I mean, it would have been nice if it worked on the first try. Wouldn't happen to be backwards, would it? Which side now? And this is both, which would be, well, upsetting to say the least. It does snap in nicely. I mean, removing it is most more difficult. It's a different story. But it does snap in nicely. Let's test it one side at a time. How about that? And for that we're going to have an LED, as always. Always proper for the testing. Like this, and then the other side. LED. Beautiful. Now, is the LED bent or... I hate it when I don't know which part is messing me up. Alright, let's try it again. There are many points of failure. Which sucks when you try to troubleshoot the problem. Really? What the hell? You need 2 batteries. Okay. This is good so far. It means I won't be able to test the connection on one side, unfortunately. But oh well, when do you ever get what you want in life? Holy shit, it works! Hahaha! It works! Wait, what's the problem with the laser then? Oh, it is shining! Hahaha! It's a bit spotty, but you know what? I'll take it. Now that we know that the battery connection works, we can bend the wire even more. Make it, how many hours of failure do you have? Yes, there are a lot of points of failure in this case. Now the black part we can snip off, we can solder it to this side, the bottom. And then we'll need to just like bend it on itself. Yes. Then the red side will need to solder to this right here. The other side to the top. Ideally, without the solid core wire, using some kind of cable. Yes, because we would like it to be moving. Right. Do I have any cables of sorts? I do. I have jump cables. That can work. It can actually work. Alright, we're gonna use this one. It might not be enough. You know what? It just got me thinking, it might not be enough. I don't wanna disassemble any working parts because they're useful. Unless we make both of them a single connection, actually. That would be really difficult though. When you solder it like this. That will be really tricky to solder, but not exactly impossible. Because if we do it far enough, then we have space. And then we can pop the other side on. Okay. If we're gonna do this, I need to change the camera setup because this is going to be delicate, to say the least. Difficult, to say the most. And dumb, to say the average. Okay. Anyway, because there are tweakers, people who drink 12 energy drinks just for fun. That sounds risky. Sounds dangerous. Count me in. Okay. So basically, here's the basic idea of what we will need to do. You ready? Because I don't think I am. Basically, we'll need to. We'll have this on one hand. Perfect. We have these three things. Now, we would need to solder the black wire right here, red wire to the button, this to the other side of the button, and then once we hide it all in and snap it on, which I doubt will have much space, then let me actually see if we squish. Can I fit this in? That's the first question. Barely, but I can. Which means the more space we have in between them, the riskier. Alright. You ready, everyone? Thank you for answering my question, buddy. That's... Alright. Hey! Out the kitchen you go. Yeah, I'm soldering in my kitchen. I know, would tell you. Right here, like this. This is how I'm gonna solder it. Okay. We could try to take a bit more of the case to give ourselves some more room for error. Yeah. Like the idea. Yeah, a lot. Shit. Okay. Not bad. Now let's just put in place. Come on. Put both these together. Come on! We're not holding them together very well. Which is a problem because this will be a very crucial part of the process. I might need to solder it the other way around, which means taking the solder, setting it up right here, and then manually bringing in the wire. Hi then, Holdy Thingy, by the way, hi, welcome. Okay, so far masterful. So far just straight up masterful. But then we need the other side, which will be right this way. And then we need to solder it to the button. It's a lot more tricky. Yeah, I don't reckon there is an easy way to do it actually. No, has a card in, that's nice. I don't think it's soldered. I don't actually know if you can solder it to that piece on the button, which is a big issue. Well, not for this wire is easy, it holds. But for the other one, it's a massive issue. Because now what we need to do, move this in. So, delicate. Oh, how are we going to achieve that? Question for the ages. If I can manage to solder this on, that will be one of the most impressive feats. Is what we can do, okay. Big differences. Okay. Right. Deft, are you watching? Let me just put to all of you in perspective just how difficult this is what I'm trying to achieve. Let me just turn it around. Right here, there is a gap. And inside this gap, if you look in, there are like two rods at the end of the button. The left rod, well no, the right rod from your perspective, is already soldered. The left one, I need to solder to this part right here. It's not easy. Let me actually... Next time I will laugh like you're fun. You sound like Doctor Doom. No, I have a love of a supervillain. That is true. Actually, got me thinking. This is a very dramatic solder. You know what? We're gonna act like it. We're gonna act like it's a dramatic solder. We're going to laugh. We're going to act. We're going to give it the proper drama it deserves. And the way we're going to achieve that is by having me solder it the same point as the camera. I won't be able to unfortunately see what you are talking about for about 30 seconds, maybe up to a minute. It's like holding in a sneeze. My laugh? My goodness, I've never had it described that way. And sure, as we say. Okay. Are you ready? Because I sure am not. Basically, see what I'm seeing. Oh, beautiful. So here's basically what we want to do. Right here. This hole right here. That's all the space we've got. One chance, one try. I like the fact that I can have fun with the camera now on streams. So I did manage to apply the solder, but yeah, that is my worry. The part of the button actually, it's not something you can actually solder, unfortunately. Okay.
Hello.
Hi there, Black Hunter. You just missed an impressive soldering walk, actually.
Oh, that's
unfortunately,
sad. But I did watch John Wick, so.
Oh, I see. So it's. I understand them. Yeah, that's fair.
I would argue that's a fair trade.
Unfortunately, I'm pretty certain I cannot solder that part simply because of the material it's made out of. However, it really would have been helpful right now to have done that before screwing on the button. But to be fair, if I did that, then it would be really difficult to screw in the button afterwards. So instead, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to perform a surgery. I'm going to pop on in this piece of copper wire, and then I'm going to twist it around, kind of wrap it around the part. I need a second set of tweezers, which I know I have here somewhere.
I'm sure you could do it with one.
No, because my fingers are too thick. I know for a fact I've got a second set of tweezers. I've used it many times.
You just need more focus, commitment, and sheer will.
Yeah. Okay, I do have something else that I could use. That's this, but I don't know if this will help. I've long ago say my way come home by. Bye, Skit. Have a good one. Have a good one. Okay. Geometrically it won't work. My fingers are just too thick. Side. Come on. I'm effectively just doing surgery on the button.
It's not a great what?
Okay. So far, I'm incredible. Something to support this part of the button. Go, and then I'll need... Shit, it fell in. Okay, that's fine. Just grab it out. Go. Pop it in, twist it around. I could reuse like 2 extra hands. That would be neat. Why do we always just give up at 2? You could totally use like 2 extra ones.
Once again, saying that Moth is peak physical form and does not get better.
Actually, it's Crab.
Crabs don't have fingers.
I have claws.
Yeah, are you gonna be doing that with claws?
I am. I'm doing it with pincers, mate.
Well,
right
pincers
now.
and claws aren't the same.
Come on.
Can you type with claws?
I'm not typing.
Well, not right now. I've seen you write words. I was going somewhere with this.
Wait, didn't you say that moth is the peak?
Yes.
Do moths have hands?
I prefer not to answer. But they do have 6 limbs.
Pretty certain so do crabs.
Nah, they also walk weird. Why are you walking sideways all the time? What are you trying to dodge?
Yeah, this is just gonna be my life now.
They do it for the taxes.
It'll be my life now. I'm just gonna spend 7 hours here trying to tie a piece of copper wire on a battery dongle. Okay, here's my idea now. And it's a great one. I'm holding the copper wire by the metal part, which means I am on a little bit of a time limit here. Because once it starts heating up, metal has a habit of conducting heat, so...
And electricity.
Yeah, but I'm not dealing with
Hey, we
at
could
the
use
moment.
that for something.
The heat part is gonna screw me over much faster right now.
So I was at a like a party of some kind, right? So basically I went to like a friend's house for a bit, right?
Yep.
Because they were hosting something. They're like, hey, you want graphics cards? And now I have a 15-year-old and a 10-year-old graphics card.
You want graphics cards? Hey, you want some graphics cards? I just happen to have some lying around, you know.
They have a... Okay, they do have a server room, right?
Yeah.
They're in the weeds into a lot of, you know, tech hobbies and stuff. So yes, this is like not an unreasonable request. It's not out of the ordinary. It's odd getting free graphics cards, but like,
Hey, I mean,
it's not that
free.
It's not that bad. Yeah, but they're also 15 years old. And it comes with 1 free bunny. Of the dust
bunny
variety.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Of the dust variety.
No.
Let's see. I don't know what one of them is. It just says Galaxy on the fan, which is exposed and blue and very big, but, you know, is pretty much just a naked board other than the heatsink. And the other one is an NVIDIA Quadro from about 10 years ago.
Oh, Quadros, those are great. Who doesn't love quadros?
K4000, that's something, I think.
I'll need to pick you up.
Finally, an upgrade from that 6750 XT that I have, right?
Hold on. Then I need to. I'll be right back. I need to do it from the other side of the camera just to really show the fun that I'm gonna be having. I'll be right back. Okay. Alright. I need to be soldering from the other side, so once again, I won't really be able to see. I mean, here I will be able to see, but here's basically what I am achieve. I need to there we go. This bit. Then inside thread it around, then solder it with the soldering iron. What could it possibly be?
I have a silly question.
Soldering with my left hand because it requires a lot of precision.
Why didn't you, like, just thread the wire through the opening where the button's gonna go, and then solder the button outside of it, and then jam it all back together?
Okay, I'm back. I'm back. This is a bitch.
I have a silly question.
Yep.
Why didn't you thread the wires through the opening on the other side,
What opening?
solder them to the button, and then thread it back through?
What opening?
So, where the button is, right?
Yep.
I imagine there's a hole there.
What the
So you thread the wires through to the other side of the case, right? Solder the button on the outside, and then pull the button back into the hole.
well, there is an opening. I am right now. Both my tools are in the opening.
Does the hole not go all the way through?
It does, but there's a button on the other side in the other hole.
Well, I can see that, but you had to put the button in there, and I'm saying before you put the button in, you thread the wires through that hole, solder them to the button, and then put the button in place.
No, because then I couldn't screw it in. That's why I screwed it in the first place. It's because if I did that, then I cannot screw the button in around the wires. The problem is that I actually can't, like physically cannot solder it to the button because the button dongles are made of the material that doesn't actually solder. So what I need to do is I actually need to just do a blob of solder on the other side so that they just get locked in place.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Truly the make it way.
There's no other way.
Well, exactly.
Not the make it way, that's just the only option. Unless I would just like wash it down with soldering acid, maybe? Maybe that. It's killing me. Okay. Possibly literally, because this is carcinogenic after all.
Yeah. Don't drink it. You'll be fine.
Nah, what you gonna do?
What's the worst that could happen?
Cancer? Come on, we all know it's
What?
called
You're gonna get struck by lightning?
It's called carcinogenic because of the crabs. We all know that. I zoned out. How are you doing? Not well, believe it or not. Not entirely well. This is really difficult.
But he's not failing yet.
Failing is a relative term. Get stuck in.
You know what else is a relative term?
What?
Time.
Your mental health still okay? Okay is a relative term. Yeah. I think it's tied all the way around. Which means at least it's not leaving, which is good. It's progress.
If you could pick any superpower to have in everyday life, what would it be?
Super speed.
But like, how super is the speed?
Flash.
I would just pick teleportation at that point.
No, I would still pick super speed. The gas puffy. No, it doesn't hurt. Wait, what am I doing? I can just play that music on stream. Because I've got
When
this.
you die from accelerated heartbeat,
That's
it's
the
a
point of
superpower.
a superpower. Like almost all the
It doesn't kill
superpowers.
you.
Almost all superpowers are actually physically impossible. So I assume that when you were talking about superpowers, you were adding some
For
poetic
super
ambiguity.
speed.
Trying to measure the space.
What would
between
constitute as a viable superpower to you then?
Caliper. Don't gasp for fear. It doesn't hurt. You have.
Is this the power to manipulate local probability? Guys, we got a nerd in here.
You can't really manipulate local probability in that way because then you would need to manipulate the underlying things that make up that probability. And at that point, you might just call it omniscience.
Yeah. What's a superpower you want? I'll pick greater celestial being. How's that? Just make me one of the very high top shelf eldritch gods. That I'll settle for that. Like, I don't mean like Cthulhu. I mean like, what's the name of the gate? I used to know this. It's not Yggdrasil. That's Norse.
Fuck.
I probably.
This will be this will be this will be absolutely this will be neat and brave. So to me, so don't you fret, I'm not gonna hurt you yet. I just feel the need to be. This is not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. Okay. I'll make it hurt you. Not well. On all accounts, I would say even. That's because right now, all we need to do is just effectively solder together 2 bits right there. And once they're soldered, we should be able to just close it up. So I'm copying you up and... Oh my goodness, this... Oh fuck, but it needs to be this way. Because otherwise we won't be able to close it up. Okay. Thank goodness I've called it before trying to close it up.
See,
Yep.
Local probability is nice and all, but like, why wouldn't you just pick telekinesis or something?
If you overthink any superpower too much, you realize that it's like theoretically impossible, and practically all of them amount to the same thing. That thing is just manipulation.
It's a good thing I picked a previously defined, easy to understand superpower then.
Yeah, I really like the Flash kind of super speed because it's very versatile.
The Speed Force.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I do love it a lot.
I mean, I think that was called meth like 80 years ago, but sure. Call it whatever you want. I would take the power to manipulate space and time without getting hurt. You can already do that. It's called walking.
Fucking general relativity joke. Piss off with that. It's so dumb.
You could build a clock. That's my second general relativity joke in a stream. I'm terrible.
Okay. Now the question is, if I click this button, will the laser turn on? Because as far as I'm aware, everything is soldered, so that's terrifying. Holy shit! Oh, I wasn't expecting it to
Did it work?
On. Yeah, I really...
I can't see anything.
I turned it off right away, hold on. Let me try to package it all in there. Holy shit! I am...
Wow, it's got a duck bill.
I am really pleased with myself with this, not gonna lie. This is very sleek.
Yeah. It's a hexagon too.
The hexagon is not like... Hold on, because I need to squeeze some wires in. Give me a second.
If you could travel to any time without affecting the space-time continuum, when would you travel to? Specific dates only. 0.
The first time.
I want to see how it started.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
The most aggressively over and underbuilt laser pointer ever.
You have no idea how difficult this was.
0 doesn't exist. Yeah, it does. It's called the Big Bang.
You have no idea how difficult this was to build. Okay. So this will be what we're finished, by the way. I would just like to mention that
Wow.
it works first try. It's
Naked has successfully completed a project.
on the first try. That's never happened to me before. Never, not
Well,
once
it
have I.
happened once.
Well, this is the first time.
Right, there was that soldering thing though. You were like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this for like all stream," and then you finish it in like the first 15 minutes.
No, but that was like an individual part. This is an entire laser pointer. The first design, the first idea for it, were assembled on the first try. I didn't remake anything. This is just like from start to finish, it Mark 1.0 works. Normally,
I was
so for example, the doodad, right? Like
Yeah.
the doodad, that was Mark 4 or Mark 5 even. And now the soldering thing that I did, that was idea for powering number 3. This is first try.
okay.
It's so satisfying as
Zero
well.
would just be between 1 AD and 1 BC. Counterpoint. I'm
What?
measuring
Wait,
time
I'm
in
sorry.
the equivalent of Kelvin to whatever that would be, because like you know how Celsius has negative and Fahrenheit also has negative.
Absolute
If you like clean your
timescale.
suit, yeah. So if you start counting from the begin, kind of. Well, probably couldn't say that on the stream. Anyway, so if you start counting seconds from the Big Bang, that's the time scale I'm using.
As far as I remember, by the way, the Big Bang isn't actually the start of the universe. That's a bit of a fun fact, as far as I remember, because I've been corrected on this once on stream. It's just the point at which the universe expanded enough for our laws of physics to make sense.
Right. I want to see before that or up until then.
I mean, I imagine before that it would just be a very angry soup.
I've had that before.
What is your favorite
What's your
conspiracy theory? Oh,
That
there's a
everything will
couple.
be okay.
That Britain exists. That's a good one. There's a
Oh,
couple good
yeah.
ones.
I'm so glad we glossed over my answer. That was great.
I already had. Oh wait, what was the quote? Hold on.
Is it that Wendigoon one? You know who Wendigoon is, right?
Wendigo, I've heard that before.
What about anything you don't believe but everyone else accepts as a universal truth? Well, I don't know about everyone else. But I'm not getting into it here. I've gotten in trouble for that before, so
Oh, there we go. Skid said it on the very beginning of the live stream. Time is money. The only difference is you're running out of one and not making the other. That's such a powerful quote. Time is money.
I'm
You're
running out of
one
and not
thing.
making either. Like it's true for both of them.
I keep expecting myself to press the button and it have it be completely broken, which would be extremely annoying because then I would need to like disassemble the whole thing and then take it. But it
No,
doesn't.
the magic smoke
It just continuously like
works.
yeah. It's very satisfying
I mean,
as well.
yeah, it is. It is well built. Part of me wants to just say, "Well, you built a flashlight."
I mean, yeah, it's but okay. So let me explain to you why it was difficult because I really don't feel like you're getting it. This is what the design looks like.
Yo, is that a lightsaber?
Can you? That's a little bit, yeah. But can you see how many things there are? Now, I would just like you to consider the fact.
One,
Hold on.
2, 3.
Okay. What I would like you to consider is the fact that the connections go like this. And I needed to solder that with the only opening on the entire thing being right here, and these two parts already being screwed on. It was a bitch to make. That's good. Oh my goodness, this is like the first thing of the video. Finished. Done. Yep. What do you mean? Oh, like for these? Technically yes, but not recommended. That's because... Well, yeah, but it's not really recommended because... Well, if obviously if you have big enough threads, then yes, but generally on stuff this small, they could be like a single line thick, which is basically not general. But there are inserts you can buy, which are just like on the inside there are threads for screws and such, and on the outside they're just a piece of metal that like conducts heat really well, and then you just make a hole. Yeah, you just make a hole in the 3D model, and then you just push in the inside with like a soldering iron or something, and then it just melts the plastic around it and it fits in. That's how you normally do it. I thought about it, but another thing I wanted for this model is I specifically wanted it to be like just a screw free, because screws are a bit of a cop out with modeling. The less screws you use, the better you are at designing. That's because if you have enough,
But like,
that's why I used a shit ton for the doodad, for example, because that was
right.
pretty trash. But
Oh, no, I don't mean like hardware screws. I mean like you have threads on one barrel and threads on the other, and then you twist it together like a pen.
oh, like this. Well, that's a maybe, but I mean, I already have the snap-on
Yeah.
system, which works just fine.
Right, yeah.
This. I
But like,
genuinely
if
keep
you do...
expecting it to fail. It doesn't feel right for it to just work. I do absolutely want now.
If you could have one wish, what would it be? Are we playing with standard
I wish for a million
genie?
wishes.
I wish to be able to grant my own wishes in my own way with infinite power. There we go.
I wish for infinite wishes.
I'll do you one better. I wish I was the genie. Like, this is why I asked if we were playing with the standard genie rules, because it's like, you can't bring people back from the dead, you can't wish for more wishes, you can't make people fall in love with you. You get one wish, what's it gonna be with those rules? Or is it like Monkey's Paw, where it's like, it'll be exactly what you want in the worst possible way? Okay, so it's Monkey's Paw. Got it.
I believe genies also have that as a stereotype, don't they? Where genies always also try to be...
Some of them, not necessarily.
Yeah, I don't
Depends
know
on
much of genies.
interpretation.
Anyway, we can do some other fun stuff. For example, I have this, which I haven't opened yet.
Factoria? Oh.
I mean, maybe we may. We'll see. Look at that.
One more 12-hour stream.
Look at that. I mean, oh my god. Look at that. Oh, that is so small and slick and neat and oh. 4 USB.
Wow, is that a holographic?
Is that a what?
Holographic? I feel like I'm watching a card unboxing.
Yo, live.
Oh, is that Charizard?
It's a 5! 4 gigabytes RAM! Damn! Wait, I got 4 gigabytes? What the fuck? That's like one of the larger ones. I thought I got like 500 mega. Shit.
4 gigs of RAM. Holy shit.
That is a lot.
I remember when I first got when I got my first laptop, and it was like 2 gigs of RAM. That's crazy, and I paid like $300 for it. I got ripped off
Oh, those are good.
because everything was soldered to the board, and it was like, it was terrible. I didn't like it.
Somewhere in my random trash, I have like, I think 500 kilobyte sticks of RAM. Just in my electronic trash. I don't know what I'm holding them for, but I do have them. In case I need like a megabyte of RAM, I have 2 500 kilobyte sticks.
I need 1 extra meg.
Yeah, just in case I need
I
one.
need 1 extra.
But you need 2 slots for it as well. It's so dumb.
Yeah. I said no limits, and it'll be interpreted in the way you meant it. Okay, I wish to be God. Just in general, let me do everything all the time.
I wish for infinite wishes.
You could be a god and then not even have to deal with the wishes thing. You could just do it. I think and it is done.
Victoria, you say? We could do a bit of a break, I suppose.
I suppose. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the biters. They keep coming in! There's no walls!
I haven't been playing over there for a while. That's on you all. I only did...
That is true. I have been playing, right? And the biters keep showing up. Because the pollution has just barely spread enough to start, like, annoying one of their bases.
So
that you missed, because you were clearing them out. Anyway, there are no walls on the southwest side, which is where they come from, and now also the north. But yeah, it's a bit of a mess right now. I was doing my best, but apparently that's not good enough. So like, stuff is missing, things are broken.
Wait, there isn't a single nest. Oh no, there's one nest. Yeah.
There's multiple. The map has expanded. Also, we have the rocket silo, but it's gonna be a hot sec. We have some rebuilding to do.
Yeah, it feels like only two nests. I agree with it. Oh yeah, and the power is gone. I imagine it's because of the...
Yep.
Okay.
I'm so glad the biters aren't here right now.
My goodness, there are so many things to craft. I'm an old man who doesn't understand technology.
Yes.
Space? You can build space? No, that's too much. That's too much for me.
Okay. Yeah. If only someone... Yeah, you can see all of my dead bodies everywhere, just in general. I'm gonna go collect some, corpses now. That's a handgun. Oh, we need belts and stuff here. Okay.
I don't have a single turret. What happened?
Oh. That's a handgun. That's not gonna help me. Yeah, the bugs happened. That's...
Oh yeah, that's what happened. I remember now. Right. That checks out.
They eat them quick now, by the way. And some of your grenade factories is... Oh, there comes some more.
It's not the
it's
power
like trying
plant.
To use your... Yeah, see what I mean?
Okay, I can't have done it.
Do you have red ammo, by the way?
Yeah.
Can I please have some red ammo and an assault rifle?
Are you gonna manually do it?
I have no choice.
Not with turrets or something? I mean, fine. How do you drop stuff? Oh, I can just give it into your inventory. There we go. There, you have it now.
Alright, let's find... Oh, I need copper. Okay.
What's he playing? I'm playing Factorio. Okay, from the north side, it is now protected enough, at least.
Yeah. He is not Baba Yaga. He is the one you sent to kill Baba Yaga. Wow, your pronunciation is very good, but you have to stop watching movies about the Russian mob because you sound like a gangster. You sound like a criminal. The accent's there. I'm sorry. No oil production. This is terrible.
American.
Guilty as charged. Oh, I'm out of nades. That's right. Oh well.
So our power is dropped, you say. How much do we need?
All of it.
Wait, production 309. Huh? I think the biter just disconnected my power plant.
Oh yeah.
That should be a simple fix. Oh, also, maybe some water would be useful. Yep.
Ah, great. All right.
Hey, remember when I gave you that ammo and I was really
Yeah.
worried about you dying with it? So I said, shouldn't you do it like turrets or something?
It's fine. Oh look, here they come again. Can you go away? God, the nerve of some people. Man, once I get my armor back, I will probably die again, but it's fun to pretend, right?
Where's our power armor? My goodness, we have armors.
You're welcome.
I mean, I'm not gonna get them because I ain't got the the stuff. But
Yeah, but you're welcome.
oh, is that the nest? Hold on.
For now. Ah, great. Well, I managed to retreat with stuff again.
I really feel like you shouldn't just be constantly running off alone into it. Maybe wait for me.
Okay, well, hurry up.
Yeah, mate.
You'll see exactly how many times I ran into that.
Oh, these are all your corpses. Unrelated. Do you know what definition of insanity is? Just like
I'm a man of focus, commitment, and sheer will. Unfortunately, not skill.
a skill isn't the problem, buddy. Like basic thinking and just
I am focused, I am
information
committed, and I
processing.
have a lot of will.
How
Goodness
have you?
gracious, there's too many.
Turrets exist in this game, mate.
Yes, but I'm also out of stuff, and I can't just make it easily, and, you know... Eh. Oh. Can you go away? I don't want handguns. Those are lame!
Take your time.
Oh, there it is. There we go. I got all my stuff back.
Now you can run it.
Including the armor.
Okay, so here will be our outpost. Then let me see. Nice, there we go. Cheers.
I'm not crazy. My father had me tested. Paranoid schizophrenia diagnosis. Because nothing says American like paving the road to the battlefront, right? The finest low quality concrete we have.
Why do you have so many grenades?
Because
Alright, I broke the nest. Now the spitting bitches that I hate. You can shoot and throw grenades at the same time. Okay, no, this game is peak. I've changed my mind.
Don't worry, there's a nice road on your way here. It's
Oh,
great.
perfect.
You're welcome.
I like how it's not actually paved to the place where we respawn. It goes everywhere but the one place where we respawn.
Do you mind terribly? Sorry, I have to sit here and wait a bit.
Yeah, no worries, that's what the terrors are for.
But hey, what are you gonna do, right?
Valhalla!
Okay.
Valhalla! Valhalla! Oh my goodness, it's actually working.
Yeah. I did some research while you were away as well. I figured it'd be stuff you'd be interested in. Now, we keeping the standard mags? I feel like we should keep the standard mags to feed them back into the machine, right? Yeah. Alright, so that's you. Don't need the 3 handguns.
I can just
But
take
the
some
rest
stuff
was
off
pretty
your hands
important.
if you want. Because, like, you might as well pick up everything. I could just pick up some extra stuff that, like, for example,
Why would we pick it up? This is an art exhibit now.
electric engine units. How do you craft electric?
Alright, I'm gonna go back to base.
Lubricant. Engine. My goodness.
I did some thinking. As I'll show you to the important thing that I was trying to finish before, you know, we had a
Why am I
bug
faster than you?
infestation. You're not.
No, let's run this straight line. Look. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, you ready? No. Hold on. Up. This is none of these lines are straight. Let's
Yes, they
run.
are.
Let's run in a straight line.
Yeah, you're so much faster than me, he says while standing still.
Because let's run in a straight line, and the lines keep going left, right.
I realized I ran out of circuits, so I had to expand that a little.
Oh, what is that? That is vile looking. That's a rocket silo. I see.
Yes. You need to fill it with processing unit. We need 300 of those. I have 200.
No, we have
need
300.
Wow, That's crazy. Okay. Where's the box that I had for that? Oh well. Let's make another.
This is too confusing for me. I don't understand.
It's not that hard. It's like 3 ingredients and then we're into space.
Everything here is too confusing. I don't understand any of it.
Alrighty, so now we have the 300 of those, right? Yep, 300. Rock capacity, 200. We need 200 low density structures and 100 rocket fuels. You just dump them in the chest and we'll be mint. But I'll leave the power generation in your capable hands.
I don't understand what's the problem with power, to be completely honest. Like, I imagine the power line is broken somewhere. That looks like a broken power line.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Like this?
That's why I said I'll leave it in your capable hands, so I wouldn't have to think about it.
Like here as well.
Oh yeah, we're missing a power line right around here.
Wait, the power lines were connected, they just didn't...
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Boop. And boop. There we go.
Oh, there
Everything's back up. And a boiler and a pipe. Because these are going to run out of...
I like how we're still using 10% of our total power.
Yeah.
A single line of boilers set up in the first 2 hours of gameplay.
We are efficient? Is that the word for it? There we go. Oh, yeah, it's missing an arm. The army of one. Alright, time to pave over more stuff for fun.
I agree.
How American of you.
I can't change the size of mine because society.
Oh, I was gonna say plus and minus, I think.
Yeah, but you said numpad plus and minus, right?
I mean...
Yeah, I don't have numpad.
Oh, that's...
Settings.
Point and laugh, poor.
You're not wrong. Like, that is... Not only you're not... Like, that is the reason why I just bought the cheapest keyboard. And it just happened to not have numpad, because it was really small.
I literally will not function without a keypad. Like, I need a numpad.
I just take
because I use Blender competitively.
Right, now if I do... Oh yeah, there, yes! Yes! Yes!
Thank you, Patrick. Not
yes,
Patrick.
Yes!
Plankton.
Oh, that is so big. If I had a nickel for every single time I had that, then I wouldn't have many nickels. So we just pay over everything, I imagine.
I mean, if you want. We should also be using the bricks for walls because, you know, we have neighbors.
What
taking
neighbors?
an interest in our enterprise.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I haven't seen any neighbors this entire time.
Evening, John.
Well, that's the job. That's the life for you. I replaced the chest by... I don't know why it was an iron chest. I just replaced it with a steel one because, comically enough, that was our bottleneck. The chest was just overfilling.
I don't know. I'm gonna go figure out how the steel structures work now. Actually, we have some rebuilding to do.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Alright, you weren't here. So, we had some bugs.
Really?
You know, bit of a termite infestation.
We had bugs. Consider me shocked.
Oh. Consider me shocked. I will never not get tired of using that. It's funny to me still.
It is funny. Can you make better walls out of concrete?
Nope.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so that's just alright. Yeah, it's fine.
You sound so sure of that.
Wait, what happened to my decoy factory? Is it still up?
No.
Oh.
There's a bit of a mess, as you can see.
There's just like a single string of
Everything's
iron
fucked.
plates. There's like a single string of iron plates for
Yeah,
I don't know why.
don't pick up anything. That is important stuff. Don't move that. It'll go on the belts if you put belts back under them. Don't be doing nothing stupid or silly or goofy or anything like that. I just need to make a lot of miners.
Yeah, becoming a parent. What a thing, am I right?
Not what I meant.
Was a. So do we just like wall off everything?
Please. At least on the western half.
I did have in my only single player world, I did do this thing where I walled off everything with a double wall, and then I put
Yes.
double layer of turrets, and each turret had its own like inserter that was going into it and out of it into the next turret, so that you could just add ammo to any turret and they would eventually all even out. So should we do that kind of massive loop?
I think you can do something similar with like long arm inserters. I think they'll go over walls. So you can have a wall behind them as well if they get through. Just a little more time.
Oh no, because like the double wall just didn't let anything through. Because there was a double layer of turrets.
Right, but okay, yeah.
If they get through that, then I don't
We're
think
cooked,
an extra
and that's
wall
why we're
will
trying to
matter.
get to space.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why it's taking forever to make. I forgot to pick up the circuits. Wow.
No, there's not a dead body here. Can't see. Cool.
What?
10 hours ago, I'm killed by small biter. Damn.
Man.
Reblax's whatever this was called is impressive.
Yes. Oh, hit Alt.
What now?
Now you can see the things.
Oh, cool.
You can see where everything is broken.
I already could see that.
No, you can still see where everything's broken without it. All the yellow arrows that are saying, we need things!
Yellow arrows that are saying it's
Parts
broken.
are missing!
So we need to like set up a perimeter. And then slowly fill this perimeter in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the job.
Yep.
Area still wasn't there. I don't remember it for the life of me. Ah yeah, 50 stone, right, landfill. Makes sense.
Oh, that's not supposed to... Okay.
Oh, if you have a 4 and double, oh, that's smart. Okay. That's a lot of engines. Darn.
What? Huh?
We have an automated engine maker.
Oh yeah.
What can we grab me? Lubricant. Where the heck? Lubricant. How do you make lubricant? Chemical plant.
Oh, that's
heavy
chemicals.
oil.
It's the green down by the chemical stuff.
Right.
I think I've made this wrong. What's going on here? What has been done wrong?
Okay, there we go. This doesn't appear to have any power for some reason, again. Gee whiz. You
Probably
don't have
broken
power.
lines.
You do not have power.
What I mean, probably. It is broken lines, like, definitely.
You... Why you don't have power? Well, it's fun. You don't have power. What? Nothing has power. That's fun.
Well, not nothing. Part of the grid's broken, because...
Nope, nothing has power.
Nothing? Oh, I think we're out of coal, because the coal
We
thing
are.
has died.
Yeah.
What? It's a good thing there's just a ton of that stuff laying around. Let's go trace the problem. Okay.
Oh, alright, fixed it.
Okay.
You wouldn't believe it, but it was biters that ate through our conveyor belts.
What?
I know.
Man.
Crazy.
Someone's got to get on that. That's unacceptable stuff, man. Oh, right, I did. Oh, yeah.
There we go. Yeah, now let's probably just make its way and then... and then from one problem to the other. I like how there are just random patches of Mark II and Mark I conveyor belts.
I don't. Think of how that reflects on the family.
Okay, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Yeah, we got coal.
Can't believe it, guys. We're 10 hours into this playthrough and
We
we
finally got coal! Yeah, we're cooking.
Again!
Alright, now what was I going for? Oh yeah, right. That's quite convenient. I had some time to craft at least.
Alrighty. Oh, come on. I need more gears? You gotta be kidding me.
So wait, this... Oh, because this power line is non-existent. Oh,
Yeah.
the ghost power lines, they still sometimes show the wiring. And it's throwing me off. Okay, right. So now, lubricant. Perfect.
I was gonna say I'm already making it.
I mean, there is lubricant right here.
I was busy. More, you want more.
The pipe.
It's right here. It's up here. Look, it's right here.
Oh, well, now we have to.
I built the silo. It was needed for the silo.
Yeah, actually, okay. How do you make the blue processing units?
The what? Oh, I'm already making those as well. They're over here.
Okay.
Right next to your favorite.
Sulfuric acid.
Yeah, I can't believe I had to make sulfuric acid. You didn't. That's crazy. Anyway, it's right here. You need green and red.
No, no, I am the power and genocide guy. You're the liquids guy.
I mean, hey, that was my nickname in college.
Yep, been there.
Not a good place to be. Surely you understand.
Moist.
That not the word I would use for it. I was gonna go more for crippling caffeine addiction, but sure, moist. That's what I meant. I no longer have a caffeine addiction. But it is something I would wish on my worst enemy.
Addiction in general, I would say.
Yeah. You're going to be addicted to understanding something briefly. And then promptly not understanding it ever again. Good luck chasing that dragon, right?
This is too much. I'm overwhelmed in this game now. This is too much.
We need 3 things. Look, we got the motors, right? Do we need the motors? We don't need the motors still. What are you making the motors for?
For power armor.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say there are circuits in the chest if you need them.
I already got some.
Oh, you already took them. Okay, yeah. Surely they're augmentate. Oh, yeah. Okay. Belt immunity, exoskeleton. I'm taking the next 5.
It takes 5 batteries. What do batteries take?
Sulfuric acid.
Oh, there's just a button for flashing, so for just to flash directly into the environment.
Yeah, it happens.
Hold on, 25. Correct me if I'm wrong. The size... Oh no, the size of it is 3 tiles. Never mind. For a second I thought that it had the same storage as just like a grid. Because it has the same storage as the grid of 5x5 pipes. But it's size 3, that makes sense.
Oh, is that the power armor? I only have the modular armor.
No, I mean the asset things.
No, I'm talking about what you're wearing.
Oh, am I wearing it already? Oh, I am wearing it, I suppose.
I didn't even notice that I put it on.
Instinct.
Alright. Ah, who made these roads? It's like they don't go where I want them to. Fine, I'll take care of it myself. Boop, there we go. What? Give me my bricks back!
Here, have concrete. Oh shit! Ah! 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 Oh, sorry, I panicked. The power arm is neat. Oops.
Oops.
Just using grenades inside of the factory. OSHA.
Naturally.
OSHA certified.
Oh, speaking of grenades inside a factory and OSHA certified. You'll never get... No.
Except auction not included or Factorio. I wish this was auction not included, but it's Factorio.
Damn, okay. Tell me how you really feel.
There we go. I have no idea how this works. I don't know how do you add stuff to power armor once you have it. I have absolutely no idea how you add stuff to power armor once you have it. Right click to open
Settings,
instances.
controls.
Oh, that makes it. Can I add more than one exoskeleton?
I don't think so.
Is
Maybe, I don't know.
That'd be funny.
See if you can.
Oh, that'd be pretty funny. I don't have enough to make batteries, so instead I'm just gonna make 3 solar panels and just pop them all in.
Here we go. Yeah, you right click on it, apparently. That's what it is.
Yeah, because it doesn't have any power. So I'm assuming that if I just surround it in portable solar panels, it's just gonna start getting power. Which means I'll be running really quickly during the day.
Yeah.
And then just really slow down at night.
As you do.
Yeah, you take what you can get. Oh, there was something after power armor as well. Some stuff indeed. Jeez.
Yeah. I stopped researching it because I needed the same material.
There are 2 additional sets of armor. Goodness. That's nuts.
You'll never believe what they're called.
I genuinely don't know. Yeah.
Mark II and Mark III.
It's charging up. And I already used up all of the electricity it's Okay, so like...
It's because it's...
Yeah, it's night.
nighttime.
I really want 2 exoskeletons just to see if I can run twice as fast.
And how does one make a battery? 20 sulfuric acid! No! Okay. Battery factory. Where are the batteries at? Come on. 5 battery. Where is it? Oh, come on. Made in chemical plant. Okay, that's stupid. That's stupid! You're telling me I have to I can't plumb it into an assembler. I need to go and plumb it into a chemical plant, huh? Man, the gall, the nerve.
Yo, it actually works!
Having two?
Yeah, I get 60% bonus, unless I start running, in which case it just drops because I don't have any power. Oh, I really...
You are gonna make batteries!
Yeah, I do need some personal batteries. They take 5 we don't have any... Do we have any batteries?
I'm making them.
Oh, I see. It didn't got this make. The recipe is surprisingly simple after sulfuric acid.
Surprisingly simple, because you use a lot of them. Because you're supposed to make robots with these.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
They're 4
I'm just making running shoes.
Spoilage? Oh, come on. Why are you putting garbage in my inventory?
Who said it was me?
Who else is doing it?
I don't know. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Hold on, let me charge up a bit. Let me charge up. You ready?
Sure.
No. So dumb. It takes me comically long to actually charge up to anything.
Have you considered not energy efficient?
Two sets of batteries and then... chuck in an additional solar panel.
Yeah, that explains a lot. I need more stuff. I need more things. Now, can I make the solar panel? Pretty please? No! I need plastic for that. Now can I? No! I need copper for that now, too.
Yo, I just need to stand still and charge up.
As you do.
As one does.
Naturally. Where did my motors go? Do you happen to know anything about that?
My suspiciously motor-shaped... my suspiciously motor-shaped exoskeletons. No idea, mate.
Huh, must have been the wind.
Well, motors, eh? Well, they're moving parts, they moved away, I don't know. You got spoilage, it was a trade.
And walked. It was a trade, but like, was it a fair trade?
Okay, well, how many do you need?
If
And for what?
30.
I have 17.
Okay, I'll live with 17. I don't really have much of a choice in the matter.
It takes 200 kilowatts, which means at full power I can run for that's 10 seconds, that's 100. I can run for 200 seconds or 3 minutes. Unless there's like an external charger we could use for suits. Is that a thing?
I was gonna say, I think just walking near the power lines is good enough, but what do I know? I still have the modular armor because I'm cheap.
No, working near the power lines doesn't work.
What? That's crazy. Okay, let's see what research we need for that. Rocketry, energy shield equipment, space platform, laser shooting. Oh, yeah, this is all stuff you need for the gray science. You want to work on the gray science? Gray science is pretty fun.
Which one is the great science?
The military. You gotta feed it
Space.
grenades. What?
Space?
No,
Oh,
not white. The black ones.
right, okay.
You know, black science.
I see now why you called it the grey science, okay. Fair point. We need more of these.
Well,
Like, we need more of these in the
you
assembly
will
machines.
not believe it.
See? You scoffed when I made the second one.
There goes my night vision. Oh, if only there was like a way of storing power for later.
Yeah, the problem is that it just takes so long to charge because there are only solar panels.
If only there was like some portable nuclear reactor.
Is there such a thing as portable nuclear reactor?
Portable fission reactor.
Really?
You need yellow and you need both utility and military science for it though.
It was really in depth, all of it.
Yes.
As a quantum processor. Why do you need a... You know what? I'm not even gonna... Prometheum science pack. The research... I'm sorry, like, is the... Prometheum science pack, couldn't help but notice that...
Prometheum is a planet.
Couldn't help but notice that the only thing after it is just research productivity?
Yeah, happens.
What do you need the productivity for then?
Yeah.
Right.
Best
Okay.
not to ask those questions.
Okay. The last point of research, improving research productivity, is
Just get smarter.
genius.
No more.
I am feeling
Oh,
overwhelmed
to
by
make
this
future expeditions to the shattered planet easier.
game. Captive biter spawner! Never mind, that is a thing you can research. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I suppose there was no need for us to
Nah, I
do it
figured that
manually.
out.
No. We didn't need to research that. We kind of figured it out on our own, yeah.
I mean, we did our own research. These may be great facts, but we have alternative facts. Captive biter spawner. We're gonna need the Covarex enrichment process, which means uranium processing, which means a lot of stuff. Also, rocketry, rocket turret, and by rocketry I mean also captivity. Just captivity in general. Oh, you need to go to another planet for that. Oh, that's crazy. Cryogenic science pack, cryogenic plant, lithium processing. Just throw it in the water. Who cares, right? Planet discovery. A kilo.
I still find it comical that you can walk up to a storage tank and just like flush it. Just flushed.
What are they gonna do about it? EPA? I hardly know her.
Just flushed a ton of sulfuric acid into the ground.
Yeah, obviously. Weekend plans, you know? The EPA can KMA. We're not planning on sticking around on this planet. We just kind of have to for the moment. Can you kindly work again, maybe? Stupid power plant. Gosh.
But I'm gonna be playing with one hand because I'm holding the card the other.
Wow. Oh. Man, I didn't know it was that kind of game, do ya? But you said you really liked Factorio. Not quite what I had in mind.
I mean, we don't have any trains. This is garbage.
Yet. We just... Do you want trains? I think we have them
I
already.
don't understand this game at this point. It's getting a bit too confusing.
Do you want train? Oh, lightning collector. Just make me stand outside, right? We have trains. We just haven't built any.
Because we didn't really have a need for them.
Yet. I mean, you can make them if you want. No one's stopping you from making your train set.
We can make it a perimeter. I just don't know how big it would need to be. Also, we would need a lot of. We need just
Infinity big.
We would just need a factory dedicated entirely turrets, which seems like a lot.
But we have trains.
Yeah. Wait, can you mount a turret in the train? That feels like something you could do in Factorio.
Wait, can you what?
Mount a turret on the train.
There's railroad artillery, which is kind of like that.
Pretty good. $90.
I have the sneaking suspicion that I am rapidly running out of electricity. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? Wow, and everything got dark. Butt cramp, that's great.
Well, let me just. Let's. There we go. So. Zoom in. Please.
Okay.
There we have it. So.
What is going on here? What?
Let's make 60 and then. Right. Right. So tough. That's not nearly enough. Oh my.
What?
I am Flash. else do I need? Steel, that's one. Then green these, which we seem to have a little bit of a stockpile of. Convenient. Engines, I do believe also we're stockpiling. Are these engines? Look like that. Yeah, they are engines. I have 3,000 credits, which means I could automate this fully. Of running around like an idiot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3. Oh.
Can't rotate the batteries. This sucks.
There we have it. Okay. Oh, I should get started on the video.
Nah. What's the worst that could happen? It'll be fine.
I can go actually. Alrighty then. Well, I mean, we did completely finish, which means I can wash my hands first a bit. Which means we can plan the video just proper. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Basically, we need plus and minus. Plus, minus, and the button. Plus, minus, and marker. I am so amazed that this laser still. Every single time I click it, I just refuse to believe. It just feels unbelievable. I have no faith in my creation whatsoever.
I mean, I understand it. Just wait. You try fixing a problem and realizing you've actually made it worse by $4,000. In other news, I have to now pay for a transmission rebuild. Which is actually closer to 5.
Wait, are we not researching anything?
No.
Well, it feels like, I don't know, rocketry would be a good thing to just pop in the background.
Okay.
At
But
least get it
we
going.
don't have any gray science.
Do we not have any military? I genuinely thought it was automated.
Nope.
Oh, we have blue science.
Yeah.
Not grey.
That's why nothing was, you know.
Wait, how do you make? I just manually make grey science.
Naturally, as you do.
Proper way to play this game.
Yeah. By hand. All of it.
But we can make utility science. And that is researching crazy quick. What does utility... Oh, utility. Okay, so it takes a lot. Right, gotcha.
Also, don't Don't go to... No. There's an achievement for...
What?
There's an achievement for getting to space without those.
Oh. Right. We're going with that achievement. Well, I mean, in that case, I might as well just do the military part. So, but what are we researching the military part?
We've already been making some of it. Do you need low density structure, rocket fuel? Okay. I will now go and figure out the low density structure. I have so many batteries. Why is this being silly? I have 160 megajoules stored, right? Max output 30 kilowatts. 100 kilowatts. 10 kilowatts. That's probably why. Okay. Now, I want that one, but I need more green.
Wait, is my decoy grenade factory still running? Oh my goodness. All
No.
faithful.
Well, kind of. I had to rebuild it several times.
I am impressed with the fact that it's still in any way, shape, or form existing.
Yeah, you're welcome. Do you have any idea how much of a pain taking care of your decoy factory was?
I can only imagine. It is a decoy factory
Well,
for a reason.
Well, you see,
It's missing this.
it's quite useful.
Oh, because it's missing plates. Right. That makes sense. Servers, why don't I have any?
Oh, that's what it is.
Wait, no.
It's a bar that shows you how much electricity you have.
It's going this way. Right. This is where it's supposed to go.
Okay, what does the thing need? What does you take? Copper, steel plates, plastic. Got it. Alright, let's go. This can be wider.
That's still not enough. There we go. Hopefully this will last at least a bit. I just see you just run by paving. All right.
Silver Coast.
Well, I am making military science. Manually. The proper way. The way the
Sure.
game is intended to be played.
Yeah. Because nothing says military-industrial complex quite like
Manually.
doing it yourself.
I mean, I imagine science is something you should normally do yourself.
You don't just automate understanding something.
I mean, automating science is curious indeed.
Well, we're just that good. This isn't late-stage capitalism. This is beyond that. This is a post-capitalist society, but in the worst way possible.
I mean, not the worst way for us. Mainly the natives, but no.
That's true.
That's a them problem. I am playing Factorio so wrong.
I hardly know her. I could split off of that, or I could just drag another line down. Like a true junkie.
So unbelievably wrong. But we reached 75% on rocketry, so...
Where is all the things? Where are the... I need those. Alright. Perfect spacing. Couldn't have planned it better. Now I just need to find where the steel is. And then steal some of it.
It's in the middle line, that's everything else.
Not iron. Steel.
Yeah.
No, that's iron.
No, there's also steel there.
Where?
Right here. I have it. The middle line on the left of it. That single line, that's steel.
Good enough. The American way. Oh. Good enough. It's balanced. Good enough. Shoots a hole into the belt. Oh, that was unnecessary.
Why did you just separate it off just to merge the back?
Because I didn't know it was already separated out.
Wait, so you're now just gonna leave this conveyor belt?
Yep.
I dig it.
I shot a hole into it for a reason.
Sounds dumb. Count me in. Oh, we have rockets now.
Like missiles?
Yeah.
Oh, I was almost excited.
They take explosives. Coal, sulfur, and water. Oh, but they like in plants. Ew, gross. They actually like take stuff.
No, You have to make them?
Yeah, I'd give up.
If only there was like some way of automating this. We should go
Chemical
for
plants, hold on.
stronger explosives too? Landmines? Energy shield equipment, perhaps? Military 3? You get a flamethrower. I'm gonna go military 3. I am the man who arranges the blocks.
Would we happen to have any coal
What?
anywhere? Just laying around. Ish.
There's like belts of it. I hate when my complicated things have complicated steps.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Listen, quite annoying. Where's sulfur? You make sulfur, by the way.
Down there.
Oh my god, I have so many questions. You make sulfur out of petroleum gas and water.
Yeah.
I couldn't help but notice, but the molecule they have there, that looks like... Hold on, because I don't know if I am...
It's just a stand-in for every hydrocarbon ever. Including but not limited to...
Yeah, but hydrocarbons, believe it or not, are made out of hydrogen and carbon. Right?
That's what's there.
Yeah, but like water is made of oxygen and hydrogen.
Yeah.
Where does the sulfur come from?
Yeah.
Right.
It's best not to think about it.
Right. Makes sense.
It just
no,
works. It just works.
Checks out.
What, you wanna you were complaining about this overwhelming you earlier, and now you want to involve fracking?
No, like normally you would just have like a sulfur as a resource somewhere. That makes sense.
But,
That's how it
fracking.
works in...
You want fracking.
That's how it works in Satisfactory. You just have sulfur. And it's
Right.
not fracking, it's mining.
No, fracking would be for oil, right?
But fracking would be when you fracture stuff in order to get it out, but just mining. And then I've run out of fast inserters, so just quickly.
There we go. And now we find the box. And we put the thing into the... box. Can you hurry it up, like, ever?
I'm trying my best.
No, I'm talking about the arms. Go faster! I don't pay you to breathe.
Oh, but then you need to make a rocket out of the Oh, okay, no, that's actually fairly simple.
That's actually fairly simple, he says. Little does he know.
What is it, rocket science? Come on.
What? Man.
Hey, Black Thunder!
Huh?
Oh wait, no, because you need to like... I don't remember how to shoot in this game.
Like this.
Cool.
Oh, okay. That took a while.
Yeah. I have power armor on. I don't remember how to shoot.
You'll figure it out.
Oh my goodness, I actually need to check.
It's a chord input.
Shift and spacebar, but I've tried that. Oh, never mind.
Ow.
It works.
You bitch, come back!
Ah! Ah! Self-defense! 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 Alright, self-defense.
That didn't work very
The
well.
rockets are pretty strong, damn.
It's almost like they're full of bomb. Essence of unhappy
Oh,
chemicals.
I can actually go and try to clear up the nest of the top because it's kind of in the pollution zone right now. I'm gonna go and do that.
Oh no. Now I need to... No, I don't actually. That's cool.
Oh, it's quite far away. Our pollution zone is quite big.
What? Nah, I don't believe it.
I'm gonna try to clear it out with no turrets and see if the rockets can just carry me through it.
They can.
No.
Oh, probably. I don't know. I've usually cleared them out before that. This generally isn't a problem I've had.
They seem kind of evolved. Oh my goodness, absolutely not. Okay, so the rockets don't have much of a range on them. Gotcha.
Yeah. I was trying to circle
Oh,
back
but with
because they do
grenades,
have
actually.
AoE, because, you know, blast radius, obviously. I was trying to catch you in your own explosion.
Yeah, but they don't actually. The AoE is like so tiny, it's non-existent.
Counterpoint. It would be pretty funny, though.
Ah. Okay, a combination of grenades and rockets is doing a not too bad of a job with the machine gun as a just in case. Okay, the rockets are good. I like them. They don't. The area of effect is really, really tiny, but they do deal a lot of damage.
That's what it was. Okay.
Ah, I love running with my 18% speed bonus from
Someone's gotta.
5 different exoskeletons. Each one giving a total of like around 3% speed bonus. A little bit slower than just walking on the road.
Have you considered
And to charge up the batteries for
dealing with the more immediate threats before you die and lose your armor, because
What more immediate
it's a bit of a
threats?
pain to get back, you know?
What more immediate threats?
You know, the bugs right on you.
There are no
What do
bugs
I
right
know?
on me.
Well, not anymore. I was watching the stream.
Oh, yeah. Alright, I'm thinking I'm done.
Alright.
That's it. I
There are...
have videos to make.
Okay, yeah, there are no more pressing issues, so I will get back to making more of the, you know, stuff.
So will I.
Well, I meant for the game.
Yeah, I'd be making outside the game. Anyway, that was festive. The laser walking on the first try, it still works. There is like a piece of
That's...
soul there inside that is, well, as you can hear,
Ah,
it's just clickety clacking. But I mean, you know,
it
we're
has
all,
character.
yeah, exactly. No, none of us are actually perfect, so.
It's an
Anyway,
extended metaphor.
anyway, for now that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching and have a great day.